he said maybe I'll come home in a body bag.
A worried family receiving disturbing reports from a relative about the difficult conditions inmates with COVID-19 are facing here at the Calgary Remand Centre. The province says it's doing all it can. Heather Powder's brother David has been at the Calgary Remand Centre since the end of June. Last week, he was diagnosed with COVID-19.
He told me that he wasn't feeling good and that he kind of had troubles breathing. He said his lungs felt weak. So I asked him, I was like, well, are they giving you any medicine or anything? He said, no, they're not doing nothing.
She says before the diagnosis, he told her they weren't wearing masks and were living in general population. But after he tested positive,
they put him in the basement with a bunch of other people that were positive for that COVID.
Corrections were implementing policies that it appeared things were under control. Clearly, that is no longer the case.
City News raised Heather's concerns with the Ministry of Justice, which sent a lengthy response saying if an inmate tests positive for COVID-19, they're placed in a medical isolation unit under the care, support, and supervision of on-site AHS medical staff. Many of the protective health measures, such as medically isolating inmates to prevent the spread of infection, can result in changes such as separating inmates into different spaces than normal and changes to routines. A short statement adding, despite the demands of some, Alberta will not simply open the doors and release prisoners en masse.
I have a few clients who are facing imminent jail sentences, and as a lawyer, it is extremely difficult to try to even advocate that it is safe and it should be a sentence that's even proposed to the court.
David will be home in 4 months, but the uncertain future has his sister worried.
I cried because it's like my only brother I grew up with. Just want him to get some help for medical-wise.
In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.